Lads and Lassies, and welcome back to another episode of Mayhem's Musings. Today, I will be covering one of my favourite films of the last few years. And as you saw in the title and thumbnail, that is Knives Out. Now, as you probably saw, I put up a Musings of the sequel Glass Onion about 2 weeks ago, and I said to you that I would put up one for the first one. So here it is. A little bit of my history with this film. I really liked and still do like The Last Jedi, and that put Rian Johnson on my radar. I knew he had directed one of the best episodes of Breaking Bad, Ozymandias, but outside of that, I don't think I'd checked out much of his films at the time. But when I heard he was doing a murder mystery, I was very intrigued. And as the castings came out, I got more and more excited to see where this was going to go and what kind of film we were going to get. But regretfully, I never caught it in the cinema. I just never got round to it. I wanted to, but I just never got the time. But I pre-ordered the Blu-ray because I'd heard such great things about it from Callum and just, everyone, that I just really wanted to see it. And finally, in March of 2020, I managed to see it. And I bloody loved it then, and I still do now. I just got done rewatching it after coming home from seeing the sequel with Callum a few hours ago, and I'm seeing it again in 2 days with my girlfriend. I'm super excited to see that sequel. But we're not here to talk about the sequel, we're here to talk about the original. The mystery itself, I thought, was really well done. How it seemingly shows what happens at the start, showing Marta and Harlan and her giving him the wrong dosage of one of the two medicines and her feeling really guilty about it and him killing himself so that she doesn't take the fall because it wasn't her fault. And the way they show how he plans it out, it really shows how brilliant of a mind he actually was when he was writing his books and how acclaimed he was. But as you start to get more and more information from the different characters' perspectives of that night, the whole thing just unravels and grows and grows and grows until by the end, you realise that what they've shown you at the start was it was so minimal that now the whole thing is just blown wide open and it's so different from where it started. And it's absolutely brilliant. The film is beautifully shot, just like its sequel, and there's some absolutely fantastic camera work throughout. The cast is absolutely incredible. I'm not going to list them all off, but everyone knows it by now. But to me, Daniel Craig is the standout here. That's not to say that the rest of the cast are bad. They are far from it. Everyone does a fantastic job in this. Speaking of Daniel Craig, his character of Benoit Blanc is one of my favourites in recent years. And I'm really excited to see what he does with this character going forward. And I also hope we get as much of these films with him as possible because I just love his character. He's brilliant. So I'm not going to go as in depth with this one as I did with the sequel, but I'm just going to list off some of the stuff I liked and appreciated and noticed. So the way they introduced the cast in this, with all of them being interviewed and us seeing what they're thinking and what really happened in their mind, then panning out and then what they tell the inspectors is just really, really interesting and humorous. And it just shows that they're all out for themselves. I remember the first time I saw it, I had no idea that Ransom was the one that did it. And it's still brilliant upon rewatch. It just works so well. And his motives for doing it make total sense, as they're very well established throughout the film that he is a trust fund kid and he's never had a job. And when he gets cut out of the will, he's obviously furious. Ana de Armas as Marta is fantastic in this film. And I love the fact that we follow her through this mystery as opposed to the detective in most murder mysteries, and it really adds quite a unique spin on this genre. And the fact that she was Harlan's confidant through it all and pretty much knew everything about everyone was a really interesting choice. And the relationship between Harlan and Marta was really heartwarming to see. They also set up her gag reflex at the start, which I find a bit weird to begin with, but is used very well throughout the film. Especially at the end when she gets a phone call from the hospital that seemingly tells her that, oh, Fran's still alive. She turned around and said, oh, she's still alive. And then Ransom was like, well, you have nothing on me now. I tried to murder her, but it didn't work. So I have a great team of lawyers. I'll be out in no time. And then you just see her go, oop, and you're like, oh, she was lying. Spews all over him. And then it's just, you just confess to his murder. I think that her relationship with Harlan is one of the best parts of this film. And when she finds out that she actually gave him the correct dosage of the correct drug, like I said, it's just heartbreaking because she did do the right thing. She knew it, and I just found it really bittersweet. Overall, I absolutely love this film and its sequel, and I'm so excited to see where this franchise goes next. So that was my musings on Knives Out. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit shorter than usual, but I do hope you still enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this film down in the comments, and if you did enjoy this video, please show it some love by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more. I've been Mr. Mayhem. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.